Before antiseptics and antibiotics, a simple cut could mean a slow, agonizing death. An infected tooth could claim a life. A fractured bone was a sentence to permanent disability or worse. Without emergency rooms, x-rays, or sterile surgical suites, how did early humans manage to survive the relentless onslaught of injury, illness, and the ever-present threat of infection? 2 million years ago, a fever meant facing the unknown alone. No cures, no diagnoses. A venomous snake bite delivered excruciating pain, then rapid oblivion. Childbirth, a natural act, was often a deadly gamble for both mother and infant alike. Life itself was a constant, brutal negotiation with biology and the wild. Yet, our ancestors not only endured but thrived, developing methods born of desperate necessity. Their innovations, though crude by modern standards, laid the very foundation of medicine. How did they learn to heal? The answers are etched in bones, ancient texts, and surviving traditions. The first doctors weren't trained in universities. They were observers. They watched animals, noting which plants alleviated sickness or injuries. Trial and error became their most vital, albeit dangerous, scientific method. Early medical intervention often began with the most basic understanding. Physical trauma. Broken bones, gashes, and bruises were immediate, visible threats requiring immediate action. Splinting, though rudimentary, was surprisingly effective, using wood, bone, or stiffened leather. Bandaging prevented further injury and kept wounds clean, using plant fibers or animal hides. They learned early that stopping blood flow was paramount to survival from deep cuts. Cauterization, using heated stones or tools, could seal wounds and prevent infection, albeit agonizingly. But what of ailments unseen, the internal pains and mysterious fevers that plagued them? This is where the earliest forms of pharmacology began, the ancient apothecary. Ancient Egyptian papyri, like the Ebers Papyrus from around 1550 BC, cataloged hundreds of remedies. They used honey for wounds, a natural antiseptic, and willow bark for pain relief, nature's aspirin. Garlic, known for its antimicrobial properties, was widely used across many cultures. The Sumerians, in Mesopotamia, recorded medicinal plant use on clay tablets as early as 2600 BC. From mandrake for its sedative qualities to poppy for pain, knowledge was passed down through generations. The risks of misidentification were immense. One wrong plant meant swift, irreversible poisoning. Survival hinged on accurate botanical knowledge and meticulous application. Perhaps the most astonishing and enduring surgical practice was trepanation, drilling holes in the skull. Evidence of trepanation dates back over 7,000 years, found across continents. Why? To release evil spirits, relieve pressure from head injuries, or treat epilepsy and migraines. Remarkably, many patients survived this brutal procedure, showing signs of bone regrowth. Ancient dentists also performed extractions and even rudimentary fillings. In the Indus Valley Civilization around 7000 BC, evidence suggests surprisingly sophisticated dentistry. The Hippocratic Oath from ancient Greece solidified ethical practices, emphasizing do no harm. Greek physicians believed in humors, balancing fluids to restore health, a concept that lasted centuries. The Romans, masters of engineering, applied their skills to public health, a revolutionary concept. Aqueducts brought clean water. Sewers removed waste, vastly improving urban sanitation. Roman military medicine was particularly advanced, with field hospitals and trained medics. They performed amputations, extracted arrows, and used sophisticated surgical instruments. But even with these advancements, understanding disease causes remained largely elusive. Superstition and spirituality often filled the gaps of medical knowledge. Charms, prayers, and sacrifices were common practices to appease angry deities or ward off curses. The line between physical and spiritual healing was often indistinguishable. In ancient China, acupuncture, originating over 2,000 years ago, sought to balance the body's qi. Herbal medicine, based on complex classification systems, was a cornerstone of their healthcare. What about the diseases that swept through populations, claiming countless lives? Smallpox, measles, and tuberculosis were devastating, reshaping societies. Without vaccines, immunity came only through survival, a brutal culling of the weakest. Quarantine, an instinctive response, was often the only defense against virulent outbreaks. Even though they didn't understand germs, they recognized patterns of contagion. The survival of humanity depended on this collective, evolving wisdom. Every successful remedy, every recovered patient, strengthened their understanding. Consider the discovery of medicinal properties in certain fungi, like penicillin's ancestors, or the use of leeches for bloodletting, a practice surprisingly persistent until modern times. While often misguided, these methods reflected a profound drive to alleviate suffering. The legacy of ancient medicine is not just a collection of odd cures, but a testament to human ingenuity. Every generation built upon the last, passing on crucial knowledge through oral traditions and rudimentary texts. The development of writing systems often aided the preservation and standardization of medical knowledge. The first hospitals were established in ancient Sri Lanka around 4th century BC, offering structured care. These early medical centers were revolutionary, moving beyond home-based healing. Even during brutal warfare, attempts were made to heal, not just kill. The Hippocratic Corpus, a collection of around 60 medical works, influenced Western medicine for centuries. Galen, a Roman physician, built upon these ideas, conducting anatomical studies on animals. His detailed descriptions of anatomy and physiology form the basis of medical education for 500 years. Yet, for all their brilliance, many ancient cures were ineffective, even dangerous. Bloodletting, a common practice, weakened already sick patients, often hastening their demise. The search for cures often involved desperate measures and unwavering faith. Consider the challenges of vision impairment in a world without glasses, or the agony of arthritis, without anti-inflammatory drugs forcing a life of constant pain. How did they manage mobility? Crutches, canes, and communal support were vital. The oldest known prosthetic, an Egyptian toe, dates back 3,000 years, a testament to innovation. Indigenous cultures across the globe developed vast pharmacopoeias, often tied to spiritual beliefs. The Amazonian rainforest, for example, holds a treasure trove of undiscovered medicinal plants. Their knowledge, passed orally, is invaluable, yet constantly threatened. From ancient remedies, we derived quinine for malaria, digitalis for heart conditions, and more. The evolution of medicine is a continuous narrative of adaptation and discovery. The ancient human lived with a profound awareness of their body's fragility. Every day was a victory against disease and decay, a testament to fierce determination. Without the vast medical arsenal of today, they still carved out their existence. They teach us that resilience is etched into our very DNA, a constant struggle for survival. And in that struggle, they unlock secrets of the natural world, paving our path forward. The journey from a broken bone, meaning death, to complex organ transplants is staggering. It reminds us of the profound privilege of modern healthcare and its delicate foundation. Our ancestors' courage and ingenuity continue to inspire, even millennia later. Their struggle against the unseen enemies of disease shaped who we are today. So the next time you take a simple painkiller, remember its ancient, desperate origins. The quiet battles fought by ancient healers saved humanity, one painful discovery at a time. What other forgotten chapters of human resilience do you think we should explore? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.